Hello, Dadman Walking 55 here. Yeah, technical difficulties, timing wise, with the countdown and everything from the remote location. How are you all tonight? Coming live to you on a Thursday night, 10 o'clock on the East Coast. There's apparently science stuff out there tonight. The missus is actually taking a look at that real quick to see if she can manage to get something for us with that, but we will see what will happen. Um, I'm going to try to kill a few minutes while the missus is out there. Hopefully, she gets back in here really, really, really soon, and we will have some fun with this. So we've got the missus on tonight, and see where things will go from there. Let's see. I am. Let's see. Take him on. Make sure we're live over on the YouTube side. So give me a second to make sure. Yes, we're live. But let me go ahead and tweet out the stream and see how this goes. Thank y'all. Preventative thank you or pre. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Choo. All right, there we go. We go there with that. We go. Actually, I actually came across something on Twitter that I really wanted to see the missus' opinion on. I think it could be interesting. We'll spice it up a little bit tonight. Have something a little maybe spicy or controversial that we don't normally do on our channel.
Hey.
Ow. Sorry, not political or anything. Hey, missus, how did it go?
Nope, no luck. Darn.
Too many clouds still?
Well, I just kind of took the picture where it wasn't cloudy and it wasn't there.
Crap.
And all the other was cloudy, so if it was there, excuse me, we wouldn't have seen it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, we're here. Hello, Emily. Good to see you tonight.
Hi, Emily. How are you?
Yep. But hey, well, darn. It was worth a try,
Yes.
Actually, you don't have to go very far north to be able to see it from what I've seen. If you're really up like Tennessee up north, you can really see the whole thing, and that's really cool.
Well, there was actually my sisters from the Panhandle.
Mm-hmm.
They had some good ones.
Oh, that's cool. Hello, Citrus.
Hey, Lemon Pie, how are you doing?
Yep. Didn't he win the vote for best fruit pie?
Oh, don't ask me to remember.
I thought he did. I thought lemon pie beat out cherry and the others. So
it might have.
No, there you go. So it's it's really cool. So all right, we got two people here with us, Mrs. So I'm going to hold on. There's a topic that I saw coming up a little bit. It could be a little controversial. But within our realms of things that we can explore. But tell us a little bit about what you found on Fortnite tonight. Lemon pie, the great hostess cake war again. The other pies will be hunted down.
Yes, I like lemon pie. I actually saw a
cherry,
Colombo.
You saw. I've always been partial to cherry, but right. You found a Lego.
No, there's a Lego Colombo in Lego Fortnite, but there's also a real Colombo, not Lego version.
Wow. In the Lego, but it's in the Lego game.
It's in the Lego game. I will, let me see if I can find the picture of it. Give me a second.
And folks, if you don't remember Combo was on our channel a few seasons ago when they had him in the kindly dinosaur, though he would get cranky if you did shoot him or hurt him.
He still gets cranky.
Oh, he does?
Oh, cool. Yes. If you do something you're not supposed to, hit him or something, or run into, there's these certain plants that explode or not good, he gets angry.
He'll come after you.
He'll come after anything. Yes.
Yeah, but Combo was a cute dinosaur, very friendly. Could you eliminate him?
And Lego?
No. I mean, back when we had him in the regular. Okay, I didn't think so.
I don't think you could. Let me see if I can find this now.
Yeah, because it's like, why would you hurt Colombo, you know?
Because people are idiots.
Yeah, well, that's true. We learn more and more about that every day.
Yep.
Yep. But hey, we are doing good. We are in Florida, as you know. We did good. Everything with the storm. Please pray and thoughts for the people down south. Many people have been affected by a lot of damage, destruction, wind, and rain and flooding. We have heard from our great friend, the polar bear from Pinellas County. He is doing well. He just has no power. So he said to say hello, and the bear cave is okay and everything's good. Just need the power to return. But hey, all good, and in case y'all wanted to know. So as Mrs. Cheap's finding looking for the picture combo, I tell you what. Oh, let's see. The delay isn't. Uh, well, dude, we had no power outage on this one. This one was barely. We could
You
barely
don't
tell
want
anything
to
with where we
you
are.
don't want
Yeah.
to complain.
I don't want to complain.
But they
Yes,
build I
but yeah,
worry that they
yeah,
build it up so much
hmm,
that when something really bad I take it seriously. I
yeah,
always make sure that we have water, we have food, we have batteries, we're prepared.
yeah.
I have a blanket to put over our freezer if the power goes out, and we have, butane stoves to cook on if we need to. Um,
And our geography actually helps us out a lot of this one I
yes.
was nervous about because this storm had not taken this type of path since the 1920s. So I did not know what to expect. And with potentials of hitting at a 4 or 5 and stuff, and if it drifted more to the north than what it normally did, we would have got a lot worse, a lot more than what we ended up doing. So we were blessed to say it really was not really anything to us. We did have a back panel on the fence fall over, Mrs.
I'm
You could
ready.
believe
I'm
that
ready
again.
just to take them out to the curbs. I really
Yeah,
am.
you could push on the fence and it would fall over. It's amazing. And the
Yeah,
shed
my
that could be
feeling
pushed
is
over.
if they
You
want
know,
it fenced, they can get it. I don't care.
so we're blessed. We're
Hey,
good with
Dave
that.
C.
And Dave C from Ireland.
Oh, have
Hey.
some Guinness for me. Have some Guinness.
Yes, exactly. You had no place for Guinness. And hey, have some Guinness for the missus. And hey, don't worry about any of that. Enjoy Ireland to the fullest. You'll find out when he get back. But yes, good to see you tonight. Well, it's about 4 in the morning over there where Dave is.
Oh, wow.
Top of the morning to you, Dave.
Top of the morning. That was not Irish at
Golly
all.
gee willikers, Dave.
Please, no, stop it.
Oh, me lucky charms.
Stop
Okay,
it.
sorry.
That
But
is
anyway, but
so
yes,
stupid sounding.
I'm trying.
Oh, me
Okay,
Lucky
okay. Well, look,
Charms.
yeah,
Don't say
he may
that.
come
It's
beat
the
me up
phrase.
when he gets back, though.
It's just the
I know,
phrase. Oh
but
my God. So
yeah,
silly.
uh, Lemon Pie lost a fence in a, a fence and a barrel. We lost a panel this time. Last time we had the fence was partially destroyed. We've hatched it up to kind of make it survive a little bit longer, but one panel fell over in this case. But yeah, it was really really minor and stuff with us. But like I said, I was nervous with this one from a new angle. Had it come in as strong, fortunately a weekend. But listen, I tell you where it hit, those people were devastated and damaged
Oh, yeah.
badly after another storm and actually Ian a few years ago. And what I heard them talk about tonight, Mrs. You remember yesterday all the tornado warnings
Uh-huh.
down in South Florida? They had so many tornadoes. Well, what was odd? It was a record-breaking day for tornadoes in Florida. Like I was saying beforehand, Florida we do not normally have tornadoes. When we do, it's usually a severe cold front or like generally in hurricanes. Okay.
Right.
You remember in 2004 when the thing went off all night, all night, all night.
Yeah.
Well, we usually get the small EF0
Oops.
or
Uh-oh.
EF1 tornadoes, very small little things. One meteorologist out of Tampa confirmed what I was thinking. These tornadoes that spawned yesterday were like Midwestern tornadoes.
Oh my
They were
gosh.
wedge tornadoes. They were wide. They were not just the normal ones we usually get. That's how bad South Florida got hit with so many of them. And unfortunately, people lost their lives as well as property damage because we're not used to tornadoes in Florida.
But
We don't have
we don't have
basements.
the yeah, we don't
Yeah,
have
it's
any
basically
yeah.
you go to the sturdiest room in your house is what we have. But yeah, so
I actually, saw,
let's see.
where you
Dave
can
said, I'm sorry. Let's see if this will
oh,
pull
never
up.
mind, go
Dave
ahead.
said we talked about storms. It was me that warned him about the tornadoes. Yeah, it's I tell you, my dad and I always talked about hurricanes. And his one thing that he was always afraid of was not the hurricanes and the high winds, was always the tornadoes that get spawned.
Mhm. Yeah.
So, because that you cannot prepare for.
No.
No, stunning's here, Mrs.
Hey,
What?
Stunning. Well,
I'm
quit
gonna have to
Taco
let you
Tuesday,
open up the
man.
chat again.
Okay, I will.
Perfect. Taco Tuesday again. Yeah.
I know,
All
hey.
right. Hey, go check out that great guy's work.
Hey,
His
look at
artwork
who
is
is in
amazing, folks.
look at who is in, Lego Fortnite. Columbo, a real live gigantic Columbo. He's in the water there. I hope to find him again.
You want your dinosaur?
That's so adorable.
We'll go ahead and
Oh,
bring up the screen then.
I did. It's there. Are you that delayed?
Oh, I'm behind. Yeah, my StreamYard's behind this. I'm that delayed on the StreamYard tonight.
Oh my goodness.
I'm actually having to watch the stream to see where you are. Yeah, there it is. It finally popped up.
Isn't it adorable?
So I do not know what the interference is, but hey, yes, folks. If you never played Fortnite that season, about what's it? Probably a year and a half, 2 years ago. Exactly. Columbo was such a cute, cuddly thing. He would even launch you in the air when he blew steam up out of his head.
Yeah. Says, Lemon Pie says, when you have a dog, losing a fence for several
You
weeks is a
know,
pain, but I
you there,
can't
Mrs.
complain. Yeah, can you hear me?
Hello?
Hello, I'm talking.
Sorry, when you get quiet, it's like I don't know if I'm
I've
still
been
here or not.
talking. I've been talking. Can you not hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay, Lemon Pie says, when you have a
Can you hear
dog
me
losing
now?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I hear
Can
you.
I read
I'm sorry.
this?
I hear you now. I
Can I
hear
read
you
this?
now. Yes.
When you have a dog, losing a fence for several weeks is a pain, but I can't complain. People had it worse. Yes. Well, we don't have any animals that go in our
I am
backyard,
that
so I
delayed.
don't
That's how bad this is.
know what to do. I don't know. But yeah, we don't have a dog, Lemon Pie. We don't have any animals outside. We don't have even little kids, and that was the big reason we wanted the fence.
Just keep
So
just keep going.
I
Let me leave the
am.
studio and come
Okay.
back in. Let me.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna take him off stream there. Um, so I don't really care now. My only thing would like to maybe get a little something to divide what is our fence and what is our property line. So Dadman's going to leave StreamYard and try to come back in to see if it will work better. Hey, Corey Cochran, how are you? Dadman says he was like 10 seconds behind. And Corey Cochran says, hello, hello to you. But I'm thinking of, I don't want to spend the money on a fence. We bought the last two wooden fences in the back I don't need know if we had help with them paying for it or not. So I don't want to pay for it again, and we don't need it, and we don't have to have them by regulation. So I might just find a little something just to do a little property divide and leave it at that. So, and if they want a wooden fence, they can put one in. But this is Columbo from Lego Fortnite. If you played if you played Fortnite a couple seasons ago, Columbo was actually in the regular Lego game. But you can now find them in certain areas in Lego, and this is him. I took a picture because I thought he was adorable. He was absolutely adorable. Um, yeah, just plant some ornamental grass. I thought about it. I wish you could do like I know you meant you have a dog. If you have a dog, it's um can be a pain. Um, so whoops, I meant to remove this and I removed me. Yeah, I'll figure something to plant. I want to plant something I don't have to worry about if I plant anything. But yeah, just don't want to do anything really expensive because I don't want to. I'll be honest with you, I don't want to. And so when it falls down to the ground, I'm not putting it back up. I'm taking it to the curb, and they can replace it because I'm not. I'm going to be that neighbor. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But let's see if Dadman can go back in. I wonder if he wants me to add him to the stage. Dadman, are you there? Dadman is not present. Oh well. La-di-da. Lar-di-dar. Thinking about taking tomorrow off, Sunny says, just to spend the day refixing my room. Well, I tell you, I have started working in my garage. So, yay. I'm very excited about that. And then this stupid hurricane came and I had to stop. And then I got sick and now I'm better. So I'm hoping got a little bit of a cold starting up, so got a good excuse. Absolutely. Couldn't be all that dust down there. No. Um, but yeah, go ahead, get it done. I've got to figure out how I'm going to do my room. Dadman, can you hear me?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're still kind of breaking up, but count to like 20.
I can hear you, but can you hear me?
Yes, count to 20.
One, two, three,
Oh,
4, 5, 6,
okay.
7,
It's
8,
delayed.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
It's delayed still, and he went away.
I'll just go back to the back room real quick. I won't leave.
Wait. Can you hear me now? 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. Can you hear me now? Dadman?
I had a problem hearing. The problem is you're not hearing me.
Yes, I hear you, but I
Well, I
think
hear
there's a
you and I'm
delay.
responding.
You're
Yes,
responding
okay.
like 10 seconds later.
That
So
I
I'm
can't
going
help.
stop.
Ow.
I'm going to
Yeah.
stop. I'm going to say, "Can you hear me?" And you say yes as soon as you hear the word me. Okay? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, the delay is not bad anymore. Okay.
Well, I moved to the living room.
Okay. There's a lot of
So
noise going on. Is that you moving
I
stuff?
know that's me moving
Okay.
furniture and not busting my foot on Dad's tool bag.
Well, good. It sounds so much better now.
I don't understand. I have a lot of good nights in the back room, but tonight, for whatever reason, it really sucks.
You sound
So
so much
sorry about
better.
that.
So much
But,
better.
okay, well, let me get my
Well,
tea and I'll be right back.
okay. Putin's cat. Hey, I don't know what happened. 3 people got pissed off, I guess, and left. I have no idea why he's back down to 664. Who is they? Putin's, who is they when you say, do they know they are streaming? Who is they? Us? We were just trying to make sure we heard each other. So, yes, we knew we were streaming because we don't care. No, your farts. Hey, no. I have family members that could use their flatulence as nuclear weapons. So, no, no, your farts did not scare me off at all. So anyhow, um, but that man is getting his tea so that we can start this. We are planning next week to do a stream on Halloween costumes. And I think I might try to not do, I want to try to do real Halloween costumes and not things that are done for cosplay because I think there is a kind of a different vibe. Um, so I'm very curious to do. Oh, you set off atomic bombs? Okay, stunning. You win. It's okay. You
Okay,
win. Oh gosh.
okay, I'm back. How's that? Is that better?
Oh, so much better.
Well, by the way, I love Stunning's answer about his atomic bomb farts.
Yes. I still
Yeah.
think my families are more, but it's okay.
Stunning,
I'm not gonna have a fart contest here.
well, Stunning says he's the reason Godzilla exists. There you go.
My family destroys Godzilla.
Ah, well, folks, go ahead and share the stream out. We'll get it back up. We'll
Uh,
get the numbers over the top and back and better than ever. But hey, thanks for being here, everybody, tonight. The aurora, the northern lights is viewable tonight, Mrs. And you tried that earlier tonight, but we're just
yeah.
outside the range, or our
I
clouds are too thick.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where it's at. I couldn't necessarily find it.
Yeah. Well, hey, let me hit a topic with you real quick. We're going to try to spice it up a little bit. We don't do there's certain topics we do not hit, but I want to come at you with something. Since we're 25 minutes in, I'll skip the football because this week is my favorite week, Florida, Tennessee, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but we'll come
Oh,
back to that.
Rocky Top, Tennessee. Oh, sorry.
Gee, thank you.
Rocky
Yeah, the
Top,
song I got used to
Tennessee.
singing at damn karaoke, but now those bastards. Will Florida win at Tennessee this week or not? I hope not. Well, it's horrible having to cheer against your team, because if they win, they could actually be in a position of keeping Napier. But it's
I
like,
know.
and you know how much I love this game over the history, right? How I've always led up this week to this game, right? Right, Mrs.
What? I'm sorry. I'm going to tell you what happens. This happens every time I I share the stream. I go say that we're live. I
Oh
get
yeah.
sucked in to um, I get sucked in to a video. So I'm
Oh
gonna make
gosh.
this full screen. I'm gonna see if I can show. Okay,
Yeah. Okay.
okay, and I'm gonna let me see
Okay.
if I
Because I
let me
do
work
want to
on.
finish this thought because we've had great memories with Florida, Tennessee over the years.
Okay,
You
don't
know.
I'll put this up. Okay, let me see if I can
Okay.
make it
I'm
full
waiting to see.
screen. Okay, we don't have to necessarily. Okay, let me go to the beginning of it.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, this is what got me enthralled. Okay,
Oh boy.
I'm posting the video, right? So
Mm-hmm.
this is a Monty Python skit come to life.
Oh boy. Okay.
It's a little bunny.
Ah. Ah.
It's Crazy Bunny.
It's just a bunny.
It's just a bunny. So anyway, that's what got me. That's why I wasn't listening. I'm going, what the? What the?
Oh my
Okay.
gosh, all the little
Okay.
things that get your attention. But Florida Tennessee's been a source of great comebacks and all. Of course, Tennessee missing field goals at the end of the game. Tennessee, 4th and 17, and Florida gets a miracle play that goes for a touchdown to win. And you remember Felipe Franks a couple years ago, misses the 65-yard bomb in the air for the touchdown where the guy got behind the defense. You remember that bomb play, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's like
Sure.
great
No, I
classic moment.
don't. You really asked me that?
Yeah,
Like
you were
I
sitting in the house. Yeah, you
I
had
can't
to.
remember. I can barely
You're
remember the
sitting right
games
there
from
with
last
me.
week.
Oh my gosh, you're sitting right there with me. And yeah, the
It
impossible
doesn't mean
throw.
I remember it. It was what, a couple years ago?
Yeah,
Was it a couple years ago?
yeah, no, yeah, it was about probably 5 or 6 years ago. Felipe
Oh my
Franks.
gosh, that's even worse.
Yeah,
A
what?
couple years
It's a
ago,
70,
maybe. No way.
70.
I
It's a
don't.
70. It's a 70-yard pass. How could you forget that?
Oh, because I forget everything.
Well, the
Give me a
one that
couple
you know.
weeks, I'll forget that Vandy beat Bama.
No, the one I know you did not remember was because we were at Solomon shopping that day, and such a hideous game I wrote off, and Florida still somehow beat Tennessee 10-9 with a broken arm quarterback and a kicker that couldn't cook with a damn, but he kicked a 50-plus yard field goal, which won the game 10-9. Tennessee fans were talking about that on their podcast tonight, folks.
Oh,
And
wow.
I like the way we talk sports around here better than they did. It was like, anyway, that was a different thing. But hey, so this weekend we got Ohio State, Oregon. We got the Red River rivalry, Texas and Oklahoma. Lots of good things. Make sure JT and I will probably try to do something Saturday night. Come talk about the games as they've happened or at the end of it. So now, a little bit of football. That's my big thing, Mrs. Any great Tennessee, Florida memories for you, though, that you can remember?
Not really. No.
Okay. All right.
You can't put me on the spot. I at least have to do some research to see what I remembered. No, I really don't remember anything.
Other than Rocky Top, oh, Rocky Top. I play that song all week just to piss myself off, getting a cranky mood for it. Well, let's talk about in terms of something interesting. All right. Laura Dern, the actress, right?
Uh-huh. I do know who
Yeah.
Laura Dern is.
All right.
Bruce Dern's daughter, right?
Right. Exactly.
Okay.
Do you remember a while back she said something about having a problem? Now, this is like 20 years after Jurassic Park, right? She had a problem with the age difference between her character and Sam Neill's character. Did you ever
Okay.
hear about that?
I
Did you hear about
vaguely
that?
remembered it.
All right. Well, now she's apparently starring in a Netflix romance that premieres Friday, Lonely Planet, where she's 57 and yet her romance movie is with 34-year-old Liam Hemsworth. So now the question has to be,
how old was she what was the age difference between?
I think it was about the same. I think there's probably about a 20-year age difference between her and Sam Neill at that time. But now that, like somebody had posted out on Twitter, it's like, now what's she going to do with this?
He was only 19 years older. Okay, so how old is the difference
exactly.
between?
23 years old. She's 57. He's 34. Yep. And by the way, Pune's cat Snortopoopas is okay. He's okay. The bear cave's okay. He's just out of power right now. And for anybody that wonders what Snorters, I've actually talked to him several times since yesterday. So But yeah, this is something that come up. I
Oh,
found it
see,
very
this is
interesting.
my
That
thing, Sonny. Yes, it's a double standing in her mind. I don't care. As long as you're over 18, if you're 18 years old and want to date a 75-year-old, go for it. I don't care. As long as you're 18.
But
That's
I
all
think
I'm
in this
saying.
case, it's another example of the Hollywood hypocrisy. She sits here, plays this moral outrage with an older man, and but then now, hey, the role can be reversed. There's no, I mean, if she really felt that way about the thing with Jurassic Park, Sam Neill, why'd she take this role? It's the same thing. And
Moolah,
that's where, and see,
money.
like Stunning said,
What
Alan
has
and
Laura
Ellie had
Dern
good
done
chemistry
lately?
together in the
What has
movie.
Laura Dern done lately? What has she done lately?
Uh, Good
I
question.
will,
Does
I
anybody
will
know the
look.
answer to that? All
Not a hell
right.
of a lot.
I guess she
So,
did. I guess she did Blue Velvet, whatever that is. So
well, let me look and see.
yes,
Let's look at her. I don't want Wikipedia. I'm going to look at, let me see
yep,
what she's done.
yeah. She is 57. Laura Dern is 57, and now
And she
starring
looks
in
57.
yeah,
I'm
and
sorry.
she is starring with in a romance movie with 34-year-old Liam Hemsworth. So hey, go figure. She was on the other foot. So oh God, stunning.
Well, I'm
What
kind
was
of
she in that
looking
movie?
here. Let's see. She did a TV show. Let's see. What has she done? Trying to get the time frame here. Let's see. She did a Marriage Story. Ooh boy, Little Women in 2019. She did a video game. She did a TV series, The Voice. F is for Family. Jurassic World
Mhm.
Dominion. A
Yeah.
podcast series. She was in the movie The
Hmm.
Sun. Oh, she was in Taylor Swift Bejeweled music video. She was in 2 episodes of
Oh
The White
gosh.
Lotus. She was, Ozzy's mother in Ozzy, Voice of the Forest, and she did Palm Royale, a TV series that got a 6.7 rating. So, yeah, she has just been a busy little bee. Not. So
And
it's a lonely
it's
planet
not the
to get
Lord.
the money.
Yeah. Well, Putin's cat. It's the hypocrisy. It's the hypocrisy. It's not hate. It's using her own words against her. If she has a problem, and for 20 years after Jurassic Park, never had a problem with the role and all that until a few years ago, and suddenly the age was an issue. Like it's the inferred predatory nature of Alan Grant's character, which Stunning said Grant and Ellie had great chemistry in the books and in the movies, and then to
And the
come out
thing
so
was that
later and then to do that,
they had a lot in common.
yeah,
It wasn't like he was going getting a barmaid. He was a
yeah.
scientist, she was a scientist, and they liked dinosaurs. I had no problem with it. And it was obvious that there was a big age difference. I never went, "Oh my gosh."
And yeah, lemon pie. I tell you what, sometimes younger people I'm finding are getting wrapped up on that. As we get older, we realize it's you realize it's about having commonality with people, not always age. But some people freak out with it. It's irrational. And I like Stunning says here that wait for it to pull up here. It's a little faster in the living room, but I'm trying to pull up Stunning's comment here. I always hate the argument someone would make about guys choosing younger women because quote, we won't have anything in common. And that's bullshit too. I agree. I mean, you can have common interests with people, and that's why you always judge everybody as an individual, not a number, not a thing. And just get to know everybody as an individual. Uh, you never know what you'll miss. And people can have good times at different ages and be okay. And Sashi, I think you're right. Sashi, welcome. Good to see you
Hey,
at break
Sausage!
time or whatever it is.
Woo!
I believe you are right.
Happy morning.
I
Good
believe
morning.
you are right too. I believe you're right. Admiral Holdo, Miss Purple Hair. Yes, exactly. Exactly. It just comes off really, really, really interesting. So exact stunning. That's what I say too. Yeah, there you go. That's yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I did. Yeah. It doesn't matter, Putin's cat. It's my show. I can say what I want to. The whole thing is hypocrisy. You know, another Hollywood actress comes out, rolls off, running her mouth on something. Then later on, sees nothing wrong with the role that they play. You know, and that's what it is. So, all right, Dave is like, yeah, telling Stunning to roll out with the Autobots. Yeah, exactly. Wild at Heart. Oh gosh, these are definitely. I tell you, these are movies I would not watch by the title of it. Oh,
Yeah.
but so Mrs. I mean, now that you're up aware, that's my whole point with it is to. I love the Jurassic Park movie. It was always a wonderful thing to
I
me
never had a
and very
problem
special to
with
me.
it. Hey, Miss
Yeah.
Mark Music, how are you?
Hey, Teresa, good to see you tonight. Good to see you. So hey.
Bye, Putin. Have a
So
good evening.
yeah. All right. You take care. Have a good one. So there you go.
Hey, Simply
But yes, Simply
Steve.
Steve. Hey. Oh, October Sky with Jake Gyllenhaal. Yes. All right. So, oh my goodness. And if I said those are David Lynch movies, apparently you like Castor. Yes. And thanks to Sasha, I forgot she was Admiral Holdo, one of the greatest one-hit wonders in Star Wars history. But yeah,
Ah.
it just that's what sat wrong with me when I saw the article. It's like because Jurassic Park was such a good movie, great movie, and really a leading movie for its time. You know, we finally got dinosaurs, real dinosaurs. You know, well, I mean it's CGI, but you know what I mean. We really got
Yeah.
more than your stock footage dinosaurs. We got the sound, nothing like the Jurassic Digital soundtrack it was in. And this movie was beloved and all this thing. You could watch it 4 billion times. Then she goes and attacks the character. The whole nature of it. I mean, you knew Ellie and him had an age difference. You knew, but there was a mutual respect professionally and
You know what?
romantically.
It
And
never was a thing. I mean, it didn't matter. It's not like I said,
right.
if she just was
Mm-hmm.
um, if it was just like if it was like the mom of one of the kids who was a bartender, like I said, or something, they had nothing in common, I would go, "Oh, yeah, that's a little creepy." But they
Mm-hmm.
both had exact same interests, and, I
Yeah.
just think it was just stupid.
It just, one thing I hate, one that gets me is this delayed reaction. It's like they had to wait 20 years for society to tell them that they should have been offended, or that something was wrong with it. There was never a problem with it at the time. There was nothing, all the years when you're making money, royalties, all the stuff from it. And then, oh, I need to be offended now, or I need to make a point or something. And that's what really bothers me with the hypocrisy in this situation. There's been other things with political figures and stuff like that I won't talk about here right now, but because we don't go into those realms. But you made your money, you got your popularity all these years on the back of
Why?
this, and then
Okay, I'm reading an article. About him, and he's going, he goes, "I'm 20 years older than Laura, which at the time was a completely appropriate age difference for a leading man and lady," he said. But he goes, uh, she was only 23 when she filmed the dinosaur action adventure in the early 90s and 26 when the film was finally released. Neil was in his 40s during the film shoot. I don't think that's big of a difference. He goes, it had never, goes, he revealed the moment he knew the relationship wasn't completely appropriate. What?
what?
It never
Which
occurred to
article are
me
you
until
reading
I
from?
opened it's from New York Post. But these are quotes he said. It never occurred to me until I opened a magazine and there was an article called Old Geezers and Gals, people like Harrison Ford and Sean Connery acting with much younger people. Neil continued, and there I was on the list. I thought, come on, it can't be true. I mean, it's just, come on.
So now is
Oh
that
gosh,
article?
and then this is
What happened?
it's just I can't read that. It's just so
Oh,
stupid.
so he bought the Kool-Aid, right? He drank the
Yes.
Kool-Aid. Yeah, and exactly, and I agree with Stunning right here too. And I tell you, the new Jurassic World, the whichever one was the last where they brought them together was just crap. The films ruined their relationship in the third movie when they had her get married with some other guy, and then they rebooted the relationship in Dominion. Really awkward. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. And why would she have gone in for the Dominion for a rebooted relationship still with the age difference, even if they are older? It's yeah, and apparently Lemon Pie sounds like he does too.
It's just, I don't know,
So,
just kind of.
and I agree with Stunning right here. This also on this, that I thought that Chris Pratt's character should have been Alan and Ellie's son. That would have made a lot of sense. That would have been a good move in there. So, but little spicier topic for us tonight than usual. But it's fine. Feel free to share your opinions on the topic. I mean, do you find it a problem? I mean, do you not find it a problem? Because my big problem with what this jumped out at me was the hypocrisy, and,
Oh,
on her character, the fact she is now going back into a role like with an age difference where the roles are reversed. I mean, it's smacks of the rules for thee but not for me thing, because I can be offended about this situation, but then
well,
and then
the other was in her mind because they say it was in kind of a quote, a patriarchal, the patriarchal society, and this one because she's older, takes a slap at them. I'm not no. The second part is me saying is that um, the role she's doing that was okay because it's taking a slap at the patriarchy. Oh, I'm so sick of that word.
and yes, Stunning, you're right too. That would have been cool, really good to bring it in as his son, as somebody with the connection about raptor behavior. Exactly. Like, I know Stunning loves this movie. I love Jurassic Park. It was such a movie. I actually saw it probably. And if folks on the topic we can go into, what movies have you seen 5 or 10 times in the movie theater? Jurassic Park, I saw at
Oh, in a
least six
movie
or eight
theater?
times.
None.
I went back 6 or 8 times to watch that just because of the music and the sound effects when it was out. And when it's been re-released, I try to get to it at least once or twice.
Mhm.
It's one of my favorite movies up there with Star Wars to actually see on the big screen. So, so you're not one of those who will rewatch movies in a theater, Mrs.
I just don't.
Or if there was a movie that you'd like to watch again and again in the theater, what would it be?
Um, I would, I don't really know. Because I can't remember that I watched them. I'm just kidding. That's a joke.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Oh, guys in the chat, if y'all, I mean, what's a movie that y'all could watch? Stunning saw Avengers 3 times in the theater. That works.
I loved Up. I could watch Up over a lot of some of the not all, but some of the Pixar movies I could watch over and over again. Um,
Mm-hmm.
some of the classic Disney I could watch in the theater. Um, Lady and the Tramp, um, Bambi, Peter Pan. I could watch them. I would love to watch them in a theater, big screen. Um,
Mm-hmm.
again, I remember watching Peter Pan on the big screen. Um, it was
Yeah.
just wonderful. But any current stuff, um, I haven't watched them on the big screen, but I'd love to watch the Studio Ghibli or Ghibli, however you pronounce it, um, on the big screen. I think they would be fascinating.
Yeah. I know, and we tried to hit a few of them, but timing hasn't worked out very
Mm.
well for them. Stunning would go back and watch the original Star Wars trilogy. I'm presuming he's saying the non-special edition
Yeah,
ones.
that's
Yeah,
uh,
and because you have the original trilogy, but you have the George Lucas special edition ones.
Right.
and Transformers 86 in the theaters. Transformers 86, I think, was just out as a special event because maybe I'm confusing it with another Transformer. There was a special release on a Transformer, not that new thing that came out, but you remember the misses we saw in '98, I believe it was, before the prequels started. They released all 3 Star Wars, but they were the
Yes.
special editions.
Yes. Wait 1 second. I'll be right back.
Okay, and the missus and I at that time we actually. It was interesting to see. We got to watch them back to back to back, but we had to buy 3 separate admissions there. So, yeah, it was only released in the States.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's what stinks. You
I just
Canadians
had
get
to.
a lot.
I had
What's up?
to. Hey, Atwood, did you see the picture? Look, I got to show it again. Wait.
Okay, go ahead. Hey, Atwood. By the way,
Oh,
Stoney says you
crap.
need to come fix my fence, Atwood.
Look. We got to find it.
No.
It's the big
Wes
Colombo.
Cagle.
I've never seen it. Hey, Wes Cagle.
What's up? How are you tonight? Uh-oh. Are you going to bring you're going to have to drive it here, missus.
Oh,
There you go. I think I had another hiccup delay.
okay.
Yes. It's Colombo, the real Colombo, not a Lego Colombo, a real Colombo. You have not lived or watched a
Humongous. Oh,
Fortnite
my
stream
gosh.
until you've seen a real Colombo.
Hey, Brogo. Hello to
Brogu, welcome,
you.
Mr. LSU. Of course, LSU plays Ole Miss this weekend, missus. Any bet on that? Any thought on that one?
Oh, how did I get it? Was because I'm good at what I do.
I know you are. All I know, Brogu, is you guys. I don't know. I'd like to see y'all take Ole Miss down, but hey, they it's a big rivalry. A lot of big games this week. LSU, Ole Miss, Red River rivalry, Texas, Oklahoma, Florida, Tennessee, Ohio State, Oregon. I mean, some really good games this week. But I will say that our friend Clobberin Times always told me that to LSU, Ole Miss was the enemy in terms of college teams. Not he was more like a lot of LSU fans would be madder about Ole Miss than they would Alabama or anybody else. So hey, it's all good. Lemon Pie Bucky, I don't know if you saw on her Twitter, she's had to give up streaming. She's going back to being a mother for a bit and focus on some stuff she's got to do there. So we always miss Bucky, but since you asked, I figured I'd tell you. But it's out. What she said on Twitter is what stands. So, and yeah, Brogu, go Tigers. So hey, but yeah, we shall see. We shall see what shall happen this week. I just want Florida to have a good game against Tennessee. But Mrs., like I said, I'm torn though, because then if we win, then we run the risk of ending up keeping our coach.
I know.
You know, that's the problem.
You know, that's kind of like what I said about the storm. I mean, we didn't have a lot of stuff, and you're kind of, you're happy that, nothing bad happened here. You're sad, obviously, of all the horrible stuff that happened somewhere else. And you're like, wow, but I'm more kind of like the same thing, that because nothing happened again, that when it really hits, people aren't going to be prepared. And I kind of the same thing, like if the Gators win, you want them to win, but do you really want them to win? Because if they win, then Napier's going to be there the rest of the season
and longer.
Yeah.
No, this is how bad it is. When your enemies like your coach and want you to keep your coach, kind of like I did when I didn't want them to Tennessee to fire Phil Fulmer. That's when you know you're in trouble with your coach. Several of the Tennessee broadcasters I like to listen to like Napier there. They also like the Gators having their old basketball coach because they knew that they were incompetent. They would not be a threat to them. So when your opponents like your coach, that's when you worry. So, Now,
Yeah.
another name that I've heard a wild rumor about that if Florida did fire the coach, not just Lane Kiffin at LSU, but even Brian Kelly's name has been rumored, supposedly. I don't
Okay,
know.
who is that?
The LSU head coach,
Oh.
who's only a couple years been at LSU, but somehow his name has gotten out there with maybe possibly he's not happy in LSU, maybe want to bounce somewhere else. But it's one of those rumors. One of these reporters on the show said, "Don't quote me on," but hey, you never know. Oh yeah, Brogu, they're going to give him a raise. Yep, probably the way the modern coaching is. Hey, he's got a $26 million buyout. Did you know that, Mrs.? A guy who's
How
never
much?
coached a day, $26 million. A
Oh
guy that
gosh, hire me as a freaking coach.
never coached at this level got a $26 million. Hey, at least Jimbo Fisher won a national title at Florida State. At least he had a track record. Jimbo Fisher got paid $76 million when he was fired last year from Texas A&M.
That's outrageous.
They actually, I last year when one stream talked about it, 5 coaches accounted for over $110 million of buyouts.
Wow, that's insane.
Which is, folks, that's why you look. This is why I made the case. There's a lot of stuff going on in sports ball that is not just sports. Not on the field stuff. There's a lot of business stuff that's happening. The players being paid now. This transfer portal stuff. It's like NFL free agency. One streamer I listen to says it's not college football as we know it anymore. It's like the junior leagues to the NFL. It's a feeder system now.
It's minor league football.
Yes. Yes, exactly. But you know what? Hey, Wes Cagle, can you bring up Wes Cagle's comment for me?
I will. Sorry, I was ripping something off of the box.
That's okay. Very, very cool comment right there. Except I think Tom Coughlin I work with Tom Coughlin. I saw Tom Coughlin coach in person. Billy Napier, you're no Tom Coughlin. I understand feeling though. Coughlin was about to be fired every time with the Giants. He coached the Jaguars, brought the Jaguars into respectability. Second year AFC Championship game. Tom Coughlin was a solid coach. He had a proven track record, but then with the Giants, they wanted to fire him. He won a Super Bowl. And I remember what Wes Cagle said. It was back and forth. And his dad was like, we can't get rid of him again. Well, hey, it's like in those cases, this guy's done nothing in Gainesville. He's gone backwards in 3 years.
At least that guy got a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I think, was it Wes Cagle? Was it 2 or 3 Super Bowls Coughlin won? And like I said, he actually had success with the Jaguars into the playoffs, except for the one 1 year when they should have won it and they didn't. So
Cagle says, I think 2.
Yeah. Okay. Oh crap. Okay, that makes sense. And bring up Brogu's comment if you can too.
I did.
Have you noticed how coaches go to LSU and before you know it, somebody's poaching them? I still remember Nick Saban saying the fans he wasn't going anywhere. At midnight, he was on a plane. Yep. I tell you, exactly. There's no loyalty. I tell you what, some of these places you understand it. It's in and out, and yeah, it's a two-way street. The whole recruiting thing is nasty too. These players aren't guaranteed more than 1 year anywhere else. They have to fight to stay on scholarship and everything else. And if they get replaced, they're done. It's probably going to get a lot worse now with the NIL and the way the systems are run. And I know we have a close contact that says they don't understand how these players can be students and do all the stuff they have to do for football to be ready for game week and all. It's a tough life, but yeah, it's hard to feel sorry for coaches when you get a $26 million buyout, even a $10 million buyout. It's like, geez, I mean, the guy proved nothing, and you're offering that much to go away.
Potentially go away. What? Oh my gosh, that's crazy. I'm sorry. That's insanity.
Yep, it is. Well, now that I've gone on that little diatribe, Mrs. Anything else that you want to talk about? Anything up on your mind? I mean, I know Columbo was a big thing for you today.
I was so
That
happy
was
to
cool.
see I did not really know it was there. When I saw that,
Mhm.
they had it kinda in the, um, like a little advertisement thing, but I thought that just was, you know, we're just kinda making it look good kind of thing, that it wasn't really gonna be there. I just thought it was part of an advertisement. But then when I saw him, I nearly died. I was like, "Oh
Mhm.
my gosh." It was so cute. But, it's October, it's Halloween season, and so
Yes.
next week, I wanted to share that, me and Dadman are going to, do a stream about Halloween costumes.
Woohoo! All
Different
right.
ones. We're gonna do I'm gonna get different ones that go from couples costumes to, pop culture costumes, costumes for kids that are cute, maybe some costumes that maybe are not quite appropriate for kids, but you do them for kids anyway. Chucky. Um, but I think it'd be so fun to have a kid do a Chucky costume. Um,
Yeah.
and maybe some different kinds, maybe couple costumes, maybe some, just different things. So
Hmm.
I'm looking for that. I've started kind of researching and finding things for that show. So I'm
Good.
kind of
Yeah.
looking forward to doing that, and it will be sometime next week. Not really 100% sure when that will be.
Hmm. Yeah, we got to talk about get the thumbnail set. Sounds like you're taping something.
I'm
Yeah.
taping a
So,
box.
and sorry, I got a train nearby. So if you're hearing the train, my apologies, because I am a lot further from the train tracks than when I am at home, believe it or not. But let's see. Brogu does say here, yes, I am looking forward to that, though, Mrs. I am really looking forward to that kind of a stream. So, yeah, okay,
It's gonna
we're not done yet, that was, but hey, Brogu, Deadman, do you ever watch Game Day on Saturday morning? They have, God, this thing is shoot, this stupid thing pops up. This is how I got unmuted once before. Hey, Phil TNT. Yes, you got both of us tonight.
Hey,
Feel
how are
free to
you doing today?
lay down those smooth lines that only you can, Phil. Hey, good to see you tonight. We
And
got
I
11
am
people here.
taping a box, everybody, because I can't keep my hands still. So I'm,
Good thing I'm not in the room, baby.
har, har, har.
And
Hardy,
Tim
hardy,
is
har, har.
here. Tim, I'm going to get back to your comment, Brogu. I like that comment. I got something to say about it. I'm waiting on this slow snail. There we go. Hell to
Okay,
you,
here, you
Tim.
want me to put it up?
It's
I'll do it. I'll
KHC.
do it.
All right. All right. So,
Yeah, we're gonna talk about costumes next week.
yeah,
So
absolutely. I'm looking forward to
we'll
that.
let you know. Yeah.
Absolutely. So, all right.
There
And
you
then,
go. Here, I'll put that
all
comment back
right.
up.
All right.
See, when you talk football, there's really not a lot I can participate in it. So I
Uh,
listen, and you guys can talk
but
away.
you do talk great football.
If I have something
Costumes,
different,
uniforms, bands, colors,
yeah,
nicknames, Vanderbilt.
but that's not what you're talking about, is it?
Well,
And
not in
that's
this case,
okay.
though. Okay.
I'm not being negative. I'm just saying that um,
Okay.
it's
I
just
like that. Okay, just making sure. But hey,
yeah.
also to his comment now. All right, so now let's go to the comment here. We got here. Broger says, "Do you ever watch College Game Day on Saturday morning? They have Nick Saban on there now, and he looks like he wants to throw Coach Lee Corso off the stage, so has to make more room for his ego." Uh, in all honesty, though, Brogu, I think I know the look you're talking about. Mrs. You know how when somebody has that get eat shit and die look, or like
Uh-huh.
I'm sitting
Yeah,
here with a
I
bunch
have
of
it
pretty
quite
morons.
often. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's Saban's face perpetually on that show. So I
Oh,
will tell you,
goodness. Poor
yeah,
guy.
exactly. I will say that's his look, Brogu. So no, I don't think it's directed just at Lee Corso. I think he'd kick everybody off the stage just so he could have it to himself. So 13 of you wonderful human beings with us on a Thursday night. Thank y'all for coming in. Smash that like button. Subscribe. We subscribe 4 times if you can. So hey, Stunning says here, this is what he does here, Mrs. He actually has his Transformers to mess around when he listens to podcasts.
Yeah.
Look at Lemon Pie's costume.
I tried to dress up as single man. No.
Oh man.
Phil. Okay, All right,
Phil. You want to read this one?
Phil says, Mrs. I'll be an Amazon Prime driver. I'm going to deliver Dadman Walking 55's heart to you. Oh.
Nice, Phil. Nice, Phil. And Sashi's back. I don't know how much or what you missed, Sashi. I don't know if you missed our talk about the age difference in Laura Dern's character in Jurassic Park. Now playing a 23-year-old older than a guy in a new Netflix original. But Sashi had to step away. A customer broke glasses. Had to transfer a lens to another frame.
Oh, goodness.
Yes. Oh, wow. Hey, Phil's coming in laying down the smooth stuff here, Mrs. You'll like this one.
Babe
we
former.
all know that Mrs. is Dadman Walking 55 babe former.
Oh, my gosh.
I love hearing Stunning. See, that's why we talked Jurassic Park earlier. You know, it's like I knew Stunning would be loving it. He was playing with 2 Protectobots waiting on the rest to come out so I can get Defensor built. Oh, okay.
Cool.
Oh, nice. But yes, I honestly thought it said pterodactyls at first. So I had dinosaur on the brains. But yeah, I don't know. Hey, B from O's here. Hey, just seen the notes we're on. Yes, we're on, B from O. Good to see you. And oh wow, crap. We may actually be literally seeing B from O in the next couple of days.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Hey, safe travels coming over this way if you're still on. Everything's clear up here in this part of the state, B from O. So you shouldn't have any problems. You shouldn't have any problems getting over this way if y'all are still traveling.
Someone said that the lights are better now. I'm going to go see if I can get a picture of them.
So gosh. Wait, Mrs. Wait, Sashi, though. Sashi, I missed this one. God, this delay is killing me here.
Sashi, I dress up as a single man in his late 40s every day. Oh, you're so funny.
All right, we'll see if you can go see it, and then we'll see if we can get something to. But just recap for people coming in. Yeah, one of the topics we took on tonight was a little bit. We spiced it up a little bit tonight with. Laura Dern's character, Ellie Sadler in Jurassic Park, was about 20 years younger than Alan Grant in 92, 93, whenever the movie came out originally. And then a few years ago, she came out with a quote as saying that there was a problem. You know, and then Mrs. found an article. Well, even Sam Neill said he didn't realize it was a problem. But now Laura Dern, Admiral Holdo, as I've been reminded, is now playing in a Netflix movie where she's 23 years older than the love interest guy. So where's your problem? Where's your consistency? If you hated your role back then and thought it was problematic, and we got in onto that one. So hey, let me see. Of course, like I said, it's going to be slow. I'm picking up Stunning's right here. Just got the police car and bike. So far, they formed the legs. Oh, that's cool. And let's see. Crap. Got a movie rumor. Henry Cavill say may be doing a role when starring in a Voltron movie. Oh, happy day. I've heard about Voltron. I've heard about that with him. Unfortunately, I'm not much in terms of Voltron, but I am aware of that. So let's see. And then towards what Stunning had said to finish it. which I always thought was weird because torso bot is a fire truck and the arm bots are a helicopter and ambulance. Really feel bad for the bike and car because they got to support all that weight. Yep, it does. So, and I'm here with the Mrs. Mrs. stepped out to Voltron, Defender of the Universe. All right. I see that, Wes Cagle. And I raise you. I don't know. I always think of Voltron. I keep confusing with, I think Ultraman or Ultron, like that one Marvel movie, Age of Ultron. Forgive me. I apologize. It just, I don't know. It's where my brain goes. Voltron, but I know Voltron is different. So. Okay. I had to get into you. I had to get who you're talking about. Yeah, hag maxing. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, it's okay for her, but not the other way. Hey, any luck?
No.
Darn. Ugh. But hey. Alan says Voltron's like Power Rangers, but only plants. Okay. And Stunning says I want to see Voltron fight Predaking from Transformer because Predaking was a giant combiner robot that had animal forms as well. Wow, that's cool. And Voltron was Voltron was the mecha cartoon. One had 5 lines and one had a bunch of vehicles. Interesting. So Voltron, not Transformers, I guess.
No.
Okay. Well, the things you learn these days. But no. But how old is Voltron? Is that like a 70s show or is that 80s or 90s?
I don't know. Chat probably will get the answer faster than me.
Yeah.
Voltron, the Legendary Defender, was from 2016 to 2018.
Wow.
5 teenagers become the last line of defense for the galaxy in an intergalactic battle against the evil alien led by King Zarkon.
See, you know what I think immediately? 5 teenagers, all this stuff. You know what I'm thinking though.
Okay. What?
Gotcha Man, Battle of the Planets. 5 teenagers in the Fiery Phoenix. Each one had their own type of ship, either bikes or planes or cars, things like that. That's what I think of with that theme. So.
It says, reading in the dreaded channeled website that people hate to look at, I'm still going to read it anyway. It says, but Voltron, I guess the original, is an 1984 American-Japanese animated television series produced by World Events Production for a total of 124 episodes. It is an adaptation of the Japanese super robot anime series Beast King Go Lion, which was dubbed into English and edited to create Voltron episodes.
Right. Okay. And I did mention Ultraman. I loved Ultraman. I actually started getting into a newer series of that a while back, but I probably need to just hide away for a while with my Ultraman and find that Ultraman series and my Gotcha Man and just watch them for a while and binge watch them. It's just you never have enough time in the day to watch everything out there, So
yep, you are right. I'm thinking of doing watch shows so I can watch some of this stuff.
Yeah, I know. It's like
we're gonna have a watch show every night because I don't have enough time in the day to do it.
Yeah. So, oh my gosh. Brogu said the Battle of Planets was a great show as well. I loved it. The Gotcha Man, I understood my T. Yeah. Yeah. And I tell you what was interesting. I did not realize until my oldest kid started telling me, Dad, it was this, Gotcha Man was original, and it was actually had to be censored in some ways for the Western audiences. That's why we ended up with Seven's Arc 7 and certain things that we did not see in the original shows that did not make the Western censors. That was very interesting to learn, Mrs.
Yes.
So I didn't know. You remember you were having to tell me as well as 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 the
Well,
oldest.
sometimes it's not necessarily well, yeah, it was. They did yes. They did candyfy it some.
Well, yeah. I mean, you had some of the with the violence, the blood, but then you also had the nature of the bad guy, whether he was what he was specifically, and yeah, that was not good in the West back then. Oh, but hey, Sasha, yeah, Ultraman. He said Malaysia is nuts for Ultraman. An annual convention just for Ultraman. Oh, that's cool. I was introduced to Ultraman in the '80s in the afternoons, getting home from school, and go to my dad's TV shop, and then watching afternoon TV on the local channels. They'd play Ultraman a lot. So,
Yeah.
Stunning said he needs to get around to binging all the Japanese Transformers shows that took place after the original series. So, Wes Cagle says the first 3 animes that he watched were Space Battleship Yamato, Science Team Ninja Team, and Mont Go. Oh, Speed Racer. See, I'm familiar with Speed Racer and of
What
course
happened?
Gotcha. I've heard good things about Space Battleship Yamato.
I said,
Hello?
okay, you were starting to break up. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay. I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good.
But yeah, I've heard about Space Battleship Yamato. I just have not had a chance to get into it yet because automatically I think about the Battleship Yamato in World War II, which was one of the largest battleships ever made. So, have you, Mrs. Are you familiar with any of those? I mean, I know you are a Speed
Out of
Racer,
the
but
Planet, Speed Racer, I have not heard of a Space Battleship Yamato.
yeah, it comes highly recommended though. I've seen a lot of
I've
people.
heard
A
I
lot of
guess I
people.
take that back. I've heard about it, but that's all I have. I've heard of it.
Yeah,
I've
I've
heard
heard.
people
Yeah,
say,
it comes highly recommended though, and Brogu's heard of. Actually, says the Japanese had some of the best shows ever. Seen all of the shows that we're talking about, and they're all great. Yep. Yeah.
"Oh my gosh, Sashi, that would be I
Go
gotta
ahead and bring
oh,
that comment up. Brogu.
okay." Sashi said, "I once went to a mall not realizing the Ultraman convention was going on and was suddenly surrounded by people in costume." Okay, I was in England. I was in England. I was gonna go look at, Buckingham Palace. All of a sudden, there was a humongous crowd of people, and I was going through a metal detector. Why, might you ask? Because I did not realize it was the Battle of Britain's 100th anniversary or something, and the entire royal family was there. And so I'm like, what's going on? I mean, I had to ask him. I was like so American, and I was like, oh wow, that's really cool. I got a picture of the royal family on the balcony. It was really small, but yeah, it was like, wow, what's going on? I actually was trying to take a picture, and you know, I'm not the tallest person. I'm not short, but I'm not the tallest. And I tell you, I was just so enthralled. This guy says, "Hey, you want me to go get closer and take a picture for you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And I handed him my $500 camera. And I'm thinking, "Oh, shit, I'm never gonna see that thing again," as soon as he walked off. But let me tell you, he came back with a picture, and it was a good picture too. But yes, so it was yeah, I did not realize it was the Battle of Britain. Got an entire scrapbook of it. It's really
Oh, I
cool.
remember that picture. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a nice picture. Just got it. Yeah. Silly American. Why you came through our metal detector?
I'm thinking, gosh, they've really put a lot of security just going to look at the Buckingham Palace. I thought they had guards and a big fence and everything. Well, that's why, because the Queen Mum actually, they had the veterans of the war sitting there, and she actually kind of walked in, outside the gates, walked and um, greeted every veteran
Because
that was
this was
there.
early 90s. This was early 90s, right?
Yeah. Well,
Because
yeah.
this is before you met me. We met in 95.
Yeah.
So,
So
and
it was really cool, Corey.
yeah, he
But
said
it was
goodnight.
when
Well,
it
hey,
was
thanks for
Princess Di
hanging.
it was when Princess Di and
Mhm.
Princess Di was there, Sarah Ferguson was there, the 2 princes were there. Um, I do not know if King Charles was there, to be honest with you, but, what is it? Queen was it Princess Anne? And her husband was there, and Queen Elizabeth, and, King Philip? Was that I'm not quite sure if
Yeah,
I've got the names
yeah,
correct.
yep.
Um, and, Sarah Ferguson's ex-husband. What was the Prince somebody?
Andrew.
Andrew? Prince Andrew.
Yep.
So, yeah,
It's
I
sad I
actually
know the
remembered
names.
I actually remembered most of them. That's it, but it was really, really
Yeah,
cool. It was really cool.
yeah. You got some pictures of the planes too. That was neat
Yeah, I got
too.
pictures of the planes and I gotta find that album. I gotta redo it, but yeah.
Yeah, it's neat when things like that happen. It's like when we went and saw George Lucas, we actually got a bonus with Carrie Fisher in it.
Yes.
You know, that was actually a cool thing that we did. Um, oh, here's what Sashi said about that. Also, is that the Queen was driving supply trucks during World War II. Apparently, had to learn how to do minor repairs.
Yep. I do
Yeah.
remember seeing that, I remember reading that. I think, on her birthday.
Hmm. Yeah.
So
It's really
was it the 50th anniversary? Battle of Britain. So if it was the 80th
it would have
anniversary
been
in the
50th.
2020,
It'd
so
have been the
probably was the
50th.
50th anniversary, 30
Yeah.
years
What?
ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Because
don't see
it
that.
was in the early 90s. Yeah, it was in the early 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's 80th. Yeah, and those are still around are really pushing 100 if they're
Yeah.
if
But
they're
it was
still
just
around.
really it was just it was really kinda cool, and I just kinda stumbled into it. It was like, wow.
You know, that seems to be a common theme with us on all of our trips and stuff like that. Some of the best things we've done, we just stumbled into by blind luck, you know?
Yeah.
You know, we drive down the street. If you were with us on some of our road streams across the country, oh, there's a sign, let's go.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we found that one horseshoe bend with Andrew Jackson and the Creek Indians. You know, that was
Yeah.
very interesting to see that place. Uh, I mean, you know, we just took a chance on a sign. We were even like, where is this place? Are we going the right direction?
Yeah, we were a little
Uh,
nervous about that one.
we had Kentucky where it's in the middle of nowhere where the GPS was taking us off the road, and we're like, that ain't right. We said, say, forget that. You
Yeah.
know,
But
but
it
but
was
yeah.
just so cool. I love it when stuff like that happens. So I would love to just wander into an Ultraman convention or any convention for that matter. I think
Mhm.
it just would be really fun.
Well, I tell you, nothing could take to out top the date. The geek that was hitting on the hot chick behind us. That when this other hotter guy came up, man, the geekness came out. It was like
Oh,
he was protecting his territory.
it was a battle of geekdom. It really was. It was so funny.
Yeah, because the other guy had not been there, and I think he kind of crashed the line or something, and he just came up later. And then when he did, it was like uh, Dork dude really got protective of his
But what
territory.
I thought was the funniest was the speed dating, Star Wars speed dating.
Oh yes.
I would not get that many. You say I would not because they would ask me something about, "Hey, do you like the whatever character?" And I'm like going, I don't know. I don't
It
really
does not
care."
matter. It does not matter. If you and I did
No,
speed
no,
dating, you would come by with it. You
no,
would,
no, no,
yeah,
no,
you
no,
would.
no,
I
no,
didn't
no.
get
I'm talking
anybody.
specifically about Star Wars speed dating.
Oh, I
Speed
know that.
dating.
I know that. But listen, you know, knowledge about Star Wars would be secondary. I think in some cases, you'd have a better chance of
No,
getting a date than
no,
I would. Yeah,
no,
you
no,
would.
no. I would not.
You
I'd
would.
have to
Oh
lie.
man, I would. I'd love to get back up to Perryville. Perryville is one of my favorite battlefields. We've actually stopped by Perryville, Mumfordville, several places in Kentucky. I mean, Kentucky has a lot of amazing battlefields, especially ones that are not overgrown. And that's Fire with Cans of Perryville this year. That would be cool to see. It's always cool when they do that. So,
Yep.
wait. Oh, Brogu's comment. So I'm trying to.
He said it would
It
be
would have
funny
been
if
funny
you
if you.
took a sign leading
Go
you
ahead.
off into the countryside of Britain and found yourself in the middle of a real life American werewolf in London.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
Oh my goodness. So, well, hey, we're at about an hour and a half. This is That's neat to talk about trips like that. Any other trips that you have special, or anything else? I think that you would like to talk about.
no, not
How's the streaming going with you? So.
It's going pretty good. I do want to add some stuff, but I've got to get where I can do my morning show fairly quickly, prep for it, which I think I finally got it down to like an hour to get it ready, which is not bad. And so I would like to do some watch parties and stuff like that because I think it would be um, fun. I think I've got some neat old yeah,
Mm-hmm.
series. Sorry, I was ripping the tape with my teeth. Um, I think that I've got some series that I loved watching that I would like to air, like iZombie. We were talking about that today, um, and some other stuff that I think would be fun to watch,
Mm-hmm.
along with some anime um, and some stuff like that. But I've got to get where I can have time to do it. And the only way I'm ever going to be able to watch it is if I watch it with other people.
Yeah, I got you.
If it becomes so I'm kind of looking forward to that. I have some good series that I want to watch.
Hmm.
So I am
Yeah.
thinking about doing that, but I still am going to do my 10 a.m. show because I really like that and I like doing my builds. Um, so and as long as they have Lego Fortnite, I will continue to do Fortnite.
Yes. Yeah. I know you like tonight. You did that 5 o'clock. So on Thursdays, you're
Yes.
doing a regular thing of just puttering around in Lego Fortnite, right?
Yep. Yep. And that's really all I do. I putter around and I talk to the chat when I remember you guys are there because I get engrossed in doing the builds. I mean the Lego stuff, and so I sometimes forget that
You
I'm
do get
actually
lost. I will
streaming.
say, even when you stream on other people's channels, it's like you get so relaxed into that game, and you're just like going on around. And
I love
yeah,
it.
it's really neat.
So
Yeah.
that being
Uh,
said,
and
that's
don't
about what
forget,
I have.
you can support the miss also on Ko-fi too. Um, One time or monthly donations there, Ko-fi.com. Look at Mrs.
Oh,
Dadman Organ 55. Of course, also her Throne account. So, but Sashi's got a
that's
recommendation for a.
well, let me look it up. I got to tell you, I am doing something kind of weird. I am I we have got Crunchyroll and we have High Dive to watch a lot of the anime on. I know that it's also on Netflix and you can find some on YouTube and other places. But on Crunchyroll, I am taking and I have started at the very beginning alphabetically, so it's the numbers first, and I am watching at least 3 episodes of every series. If I like it, I'll continue it. If I don't,
Yeah,
I stop watching it. But
you
I've
give.
made it. I've watched all of the first one, which was a cute one about um, this princess that was captured and they tortured her by like feeding her fresh bread and she would smell the bread and then she would give them some secret information and then the next day they tempted her with going to the theme park. It's so silly. That was a cute one. And then there was a movie. It was a
Hmm.
live action movie and it was funny but it was dumb. and
Yeah.
at the same time. And now I'm watching one that's really I'm enjoying it actually.
Yeah.
Um, so I will
Well,
look up
folks.
I Parry
Yeah.
Everything. I'm gonna
Yeah.
look right now and see if it's here.
And folks, please hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed here. We appreciate it. Hey, Wade, good to see you tonight.
Hey.
We're not yet ready to go, and this is what they call Midwest goodbyes, which apparently I specialize at, and things like that. But yes, Wes Cagle, get that Fortnite account ready and tell us when you're ready. I'd
Oh,
love
that
to
would be so
play one
much fun.
day.
So
Absolutely.
I space.
Yeah.
Okay, we're looking to see if it's here.
And Atwood also has recommendations of Mortal Kombat Defenders of the Realm and Merlin. So,
Yes,
so
Merlin is good, but I do
yeah.
not have Merlin.
So, like I
But
said,
I
please
think
hit
you
that
can
like
get
button.
Mortal
But hey,
Kombat Defenders of the Realm is on YouTube.
yep. Now, Mrs., you talked about live action too. So we can kick this in a couple minutes. So we're, you've got me turned on to the Asian dramas, whether K dramas or
Uh-huh.
whichever. We're watching, what is it, Rugal now?
Google. Mhm.
Rugal. Tell everybody a little bit about that series.
1 second.
I'm sorry, I hit you. It's really a cool thing. Mrs. actually picks great shows. I've learned to trust her judgment, whether it's an animated series or if it's a real life action series. And you do not know the number of times she sat down with some of these uh, Asian shows, and
So
I'm like, not wanting to watch it. And then I get sucked. It could be a romance, and I get sucked into it.
okay, so this movie,
Yeah.
um, Rugal, it's about it always seems to have like a ruthless um corporation, right? And people think
Hmm.
that they're good, but they're like evil. And a policeman that is out to uh, get them. Well, bad stuff happens, and he ends up. The organization ends up killing his wife and gouging his eyes out. Um, and so this secret group, you know, take them, you know, get them away. There's a lot of stuff in between there. He's murdering his wife. He's in prison. They're going to kill him in prison, but he escapes. Um, so anyway, he gets new mechanical eyes. Woo! And then the whole thing is trying to defeat this evil corporation. Um, and that's basically the gist of the whole thing. But it's really good.
We're 3 episodes in
Hey,
already.
JT
So,
Kirk.
JT,
Hello.
welcome. Good to see you tonight. Freemason Skull and Bones. People love to the DMV. No, we don't have a DMV anymore, fortunately. It's just a local tax collector. So, but hey, JT's asking what secret groups are we talking about? No, we're talking about Asian television, and
It's
how
every
the missions.
it
Mhm.
seems like every show has a some kind of secret organization.
But you know what's weird is that they somehow are able to make it interesting and still hook it. You see the parallels, you see the similarities, but yet it still holds your interest, unlike all the Western shows, all the American shows
Well,
specifically.
what's so interesting is that I'm now watching up. I do not know actors' names at all, but I've
Hmm.
watched a lot of Korean variety shows, and I've um, watched a lot of series, all different kinds, thrillers, comedies, horror, all of them. Um,
Hmm.
and I start recognizing the actors. I don't know their names, but that one guy that plays a really evil guy in this one.
Right.
He's a
Yeah.
nice guy. He is such a nice on the variety shows. He is the nicest. He's just so funny,
I
and then he
know.
plays this real bastard, for want of a better phrase. Um,
Yeah.
So there's a lot of
We
anime suggestions. Didn't I
well,
say
that's
to make my abilities? I don't want to get hurt, so I'll max out my defenses. There's one I started watching, um, and it's airing now, so I have to wait for
mhm.
it. I usually watch it every couple of weeks because then I can watch a couple of episodes back to back. But it's called. Let me see if I can find it. Um,
Well, to your point though, is sometimes you get this bad reputation of somebody with the characters they play. Because I hated Vincent Price, he still freaked me out. I mean, he's a great actor. They say he's a nice guy, but his eyes and all that horror stuff just freaked me out with him. And some people can be so good at playing such bad roles that it's you'd be shocked about how they are in real life. You know,
yes.
or you go so much to hate them, and it's like they wouldn't hurt a flea, you know?
Right, you're like, "Huh." The one that I'm, watching, that I'm having to watch it as episodes, um, and I don't know if it's ended or what. I think I saw the last one, so I have to wait for season 2 now. It's called Failure Frame. I became the strongest and annihilated everyone, I think is the name of it. And he was like a loser, and these gods take a group of kids, and they're going to become the saviors of some something that's happened, and so they're giving them all their gifts and ratings and everything, and he was the the loser. And so they
Mhm.
banished him to this pit where he's supposed to die. And if he gets out, he can do whatever he wants. Well, he figures
Right.
out, starts killing all these things, and he's like at a level, you know, 2000 or something. And the best guy that's in the group that, the elite ones, his level is
Hmm.
like 100. But
Right.
but he had to kill somebody his levels like 2000. So now he's out to get them. But I think
Jeez.
that's it. But I think that's season 2.
Yeah. Well, hey. Yeah. And did you pull? I had that comment up about this. Wes Cagle had a list of anime suggestions because I know Sashi also
Yes.
talked about Bufuri. I don't want to get hurt, so I'll max out my defense is a great show.
Mhm.
And it's not dissing the price. It's not dissing Vincent Price. It was just as a kid when you sit there and see this guy, you see
Actually,
that. You know,
go ahead.
as a kid, and you're sitting there watching The Fly and seeing this guy with the evil eyes and stuff. Just that whole movie freaked me out. That you view everybody as bad. I tell you, Betty Davis was one that I didn't want to see her anywhere because she played that the burning whatever that had the chauffeur guy with the damn glasses on as a kid. Those freaking 70s TV movies freaked you out. Why do you think I got freaked out by the Tiki Doll, a trilogy of terror? It's really
I
something
think
when
when he said
humans
he
can
freaked
scare
him
you.
out, that's actually a compliment
Yeah, it's
because
just
he
like
played the bad guys, you know?
one. It
This
just physically, he looked so imposing and so terror. As a kid, you're sitting there like you just you're right. It's a compliment because he's so good at being bad that it looks like, or being the evil guy. It can freak you out, play mind games on you. So
Yes, are you
yeah,
there?
yeah, I'm
I
here.
was
So
sorry,
folks, make sure y'all hit that like
I
button too while y'all are here. Yes, ma'am.
I was taking a screenshot of those comments so that I would have those animes.
Ah, there you go. That's good. Hey, yeah, that's a reminder. Everybody, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you're still subscribed, or subscribe again. Bring 40 people in. We'll get to 700 maybe one day. We'll see, and we'll have a party at 700. Actually, got a few plans later this year for a couple other streams. But all right. Well, I guess on that note, Mister, we've gone well past an hour. This is like they say, the Midwestern goodbyes that go on forever. So hey,
Okay.
on that
Well,
note, folks,
let me get all
yeah,
these chats for me because I
yeah.
don't want to
Go ahead and
lose
get the
them.
chats, Missus, and we'll go ahead. We'll ride. we'll wrap up.
You can keep talking,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna see
All
if
right.
I can.
So Wes Cagle said, because my phone comes in first. Wes Cagle said, I got reached out by the six-fingered hand for the commercial bumper of Chiller Theater. Scared the crap out of me as a 6-year-old. Yeah, it's stuff like that. That's how I got introduced to the silly tiki doll. Nowadays it's piss on Chucky. Chucky's got nothing to the tiki doll. Tiki
Oh,
doll was the original of all of them. I know.
okay, the
I said
tiki
that.
doll you could say the tiki doll was the grandfather.
Exactly. It's what started it all. Little figures running around and with his little knife and stuff like that. And I tell you, he would not die. He would survive the oven. Even Mark says, lock your ovens, folks. But yeah, but the point is, when you're 5 or 6 years old and you get exposed to something like that when you're not supposed to or shouldn't, it can sit with you. I literally had nightmares up until almost the teen years. That's how bad that stayed with me. And I remember those nightmares. It's like
See,
something was actually chasing me.
King King Kong scared me because
Hmm.
I watched it when I was little, and there was
Yeah,
one scene in the movie where he's King Kong is in the jungle and he breaks out, and they have all the native people running around, and
right,
he grabs one of them. And I think of it now, and it was so hokey looking. It didn't even look real, but he picks it up and he puts him in his mouth, and his feet are shaking in his mouth. Going back and forth because
right.
he's being eaten, right? So that was vividly in my mind. And so the night um, I had a dream. And I dreamed that King Kong was we had like 3 acres of land, and King Kong was there in our front yard. And we're all running around crazy. And my great grandmother, why was it my great grandmother? I don't know. My great grandmother could barely walk, but she was running like crazy. And she, for some reason, jumped into a garbage can. Well, King Kong got the garbage can, shook her out, and then ate her. And then her feet were doing the same thing like the person in the movie. So the
Right.
next morning, my dad's out mowing the lawn, and my mom is telling me, I'm in the house. I refuse to go out because I know King Kong's out there. And she goes, go tell your dad lunch is ready. And I says, I don't want to. And she goes, "Go tell your dad lunch is ready." I'm like, "Okay." So I literally am I go out, we have a little porch thing. I slide down the porch and I am literally hugging the wall, walking to tell my dad that lunch is ready. And then I go and I run and I tell him lunch is ready. Then I run back to the wall and I hug the wall and go all the way in the house. I was terrified that King Kong was somewhere. So yeah, I that really freaked me out. Don't show
I
your kids
bet.
the original King Kong when they're young or
Yeah,
have a very active imagination. No, Columbo
exactly.
doesn't scare me, it made me so happy. I was so happy to see Columbo.
I know. Mrs. Colombo loves the Colombo, and that everybody that plays Fortnite loves Colombo. I mean, it's really, really cool. He's cute
Oh,
until you
Cagle
make him
says
mad.
there's a level in the original Diablo video game with a bunch of little creatures running around that look like the Tiki doll from Trilogy of Terror.
Wow, that's
Huh. Yeah,
that's too funny.
King Kong ain't got dilly. No, King Kong scared the shit out of me, terrified me. Oh, yes.
Yeah, she ain't holding it back on that. So,
I had a very
all
vivid
right.
imagination as a child.
No, I think that sometimes the problem is it's when we see something like that, and then our imagination goes wild.
I
It.
knew he was out there and I knew he was gonna get me. I wasn't worried about my dad, isn't that funny? I didn't care that he
Yeah.
was out there mowing the lawn. I just knew that he was gonna get me.
You didn't really care about your grandmother getting eaten either, did you?
Well, yeah, apparently it traumatized me enough that I was terrified that King Kong was still there.
Well, I mean, but you're more worried about him eating you, though.
Well, because he'd already eaten my grandma. I mean, it was already over. What was I gonna
Okay.
do about it? Kick him in the shin? I don't
Yeah, could.
know. How about try to understand 7-year-old's imagination.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Well, folks, make sure you've hit that like button. We appreciate it. And we will see you soon. Uh, Mrs., do you want to remind everybody one more time where you are in the morning to make sure you
Tomorrow
catch the Mrs. in the morning?
Tomorrow at 10 a.m., I have morning musings with Mrs. Dadman Walking. We do puzzles, celebrations, birthdays, and memes. We have a good time, and it's just a time to be positive, hence the phrase, your daily dose of positivity. We have a good time, and so I hope you be there. And next Tuesday, I will be building the Peregrine Falcon in my block party. I was going to do it last Tuesday, but I didn't because of this
Mm-hmm.
silly hurricane. Now I'm going to change and do that on Tuesday. And always next Thursday, I will be doing at 5 p.m. puttering with Mrs. Dadman Walking in Lego Fortnite. So
All right.
that's all.
And folks, I'm not sure. I might be live tomorrow night, 10 o'clock. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe live Saturday with some sports ball with JT Kirk, hopefully. Great weekend of football matchups, as I've said earlier. It's going to come down to how I want to do Tennessee, Florida, especially if the game's over early. I'll probably get on live to do a rant party. See, will Billy Napier
Well, you're
say
going
his
to
job?
rant
Really not.
either way because if they lose, you're going to rant. If they lose, you're going to rant because then that means that jerk is going to be there for another however long.
You mean if they win? If they win.
No, I said if they win, I said you're gonna be
Yeah.
there no matter what. If they lose,
Right.
they're gonna rant. If they win, you're gonna rant.
Yeah,
So
come for the rants. I tell you what, I tell you, if Florida somehow wins, I will definitely have to rub it in Tennessee's face because
Florida really
I
does
mean,
suck.
you know what bugged me a little bit tonight? I try to get these 10 people had the podcast, these Tennessee people. They didn't really engage the chat. They ignored what I had said, but because I'm sitting here listening as a Gator fan, all they're doing is bitching about the quarterbacks not throwing the ball down the field enough. They're like they're holding him back, and I'm like, dear God, I'd love to have your quarterback. I'd love to have your coach. Why don't you quit complaining to some degree? You guys are
Right.
competitive. You have a bright future, not us. And all that. I love that stunning. He just got back from moving a few shelves, and he called me Rant Man Walking. I
Yep.
love it. But yeah, it's like the type of thing. As I sit here, listen. It's funny how when you listen to people on the other side sometimes, and you're like, huh, you know. So, yep, and that is very likely to happen, though, Atwood. What we did not see was Vanderbilt beating
Whoa, Vanderbilt!
Alabama, of all
Woo!
people. That
I
guy,
was
yeah, go ahead.
I was so nervous, and I'd have nothing. I have no pony in that horse race, but I still was so freaking out. I was afraid to watch it that I would jinx it
I
because
really
I
want to take
really want.
video. I
It was
really want to take video of you, or at least record your audio for people to
oh
play
gosh,
because it's like so
no,
precious.
it was awful. I was so nervous. I thought I was going to be ill,
Yeah, but
literally.
what I would love people to hear the intensity. You
Oh,
know, it's like that type of thing is that I mean you really wanted them and how intense you get into the games. I think people don't understand how you can get
that's why
competitive,
I
you can get
don't
into
watch
those
a
things.
lot of them because I really do. I get very,
Yeah,
um,
squirreling, like Stunning said, being a professional and squirreling the streams.
yeah.
You got to. It's kind of good to have background noise, have stuff, occasionally jump in when you want to. So, but yeah, nerds, nerds, nerds. But the one streamer, he actually had to tell to the chat about, look, he's got to reconsider. He wants to do the thing that they said.
What
I'll
did
have to
they
tell you,
say? Did he say what
they
was
wanted him to rename his official name, channel name, to something.
not appropriate?
Well, it depends on how you define not appropriate. It's centering around a personality that's in the news now for not good reasons,
Oh,
but
no,
also, but
no,
apparently
I
there's
think I
also
know who
legal.
it was.
There are also legal reasons and how hard it is to change things at
But then
times
what
and
he
stuff.
needs to do is, see you later, Sashi.
Yeah, Sashi, thanks for hanging.
He needs to pick the one that he can do and do it.
Well, I gave him the suggestion just wear an Auburn shirt all year and the rest of the season say War Eagle, but that'd be punishment enough for a Bama fan. So, so
Yes.
long as Rutgers loses, so as long as Rutgers loses, New Jersey does not deserve to win. All right. So hey, I was talking about New Jersey. Let's go Devils. Hockey's about to start.
Woohoo!
Of course, let's see the Devils suck again this year. But hey, you want to see somebody competitive? Misses its hockey,
I
whether
really do
it's
enjoy hockey. Well, unless they don't sissify it, man. They gotta allow
oh
the
yeah,
fights. They
yeah.
gotta allow the fights. And I know people are like, "Oh, well, that just ruined." No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It's men out there playing and they get pissed off. Let them fight a little bit. I have no problem with it.
JT is so down on his Michigan State Spartans. JT,
Oh,
give your
I'm
coach
sorry.
time. You've got a good head coach. You've got a good head coach. Unfortunately, he brought his quarterback with him, which I never saw what he saw in the kid. But hey, it's all good. You never know. 3 years, we'll see what happens. All right. Well, we will finally say goodnight, everybody. Thank you for
Yes.
being here. We almost
Right.
made it 2 hours. So, Steph, let's see. This is what makes this chat so great. You go to close and you can't ignore this one, then, Mrs.
Oh, I
You,
probably would.
you
Whoops, I'm sorry.
cannot. Let's see. I'm bringing that up here.
Show
We
me
still
some
got 9
video.
people with
Show
us.
me
Huh?
some video.
Yeah. I think you posted.
I
I think you
just
posted.
think I just think that they have made sports, especially, and I'm going to say men's sports because um, that's what I like to watch. They have sissified it. You know, what is football really? It is two opposing countries fighting for land, right? But now you can't hurt the leader. You can't hurt the I guess the kicker, you could say, the
Quarterback.
cannon master. You
Oh,
can't, the leader is the quarterback. You can't hurt them. Ooh, you know, and it's no, and I'm not saying that, you know, there should be, well, I don't know. I just think they've just made it where you
yeah.
breathe wrong and they get a penalty.
Defenseless receivers. I mean, used to punish the receiver coming over the middle so they wouldn't want to catch anything. You know,
Now you have to, like, count to 10 before you think of breathing near their space because then they'll cry and get a.
but I do think that
But
they
I
made
do know there
officiating
are.
harder, though.
Huh?
I will say that they're making it hard to officiate games because of so many rules now, and so many rules that are subject to interpretation between pass interference, roughing the
Yeah.
quarterback, and some of these things that it
And
just
I'm
it's like
saying, and before anybody gets bad, I'm saying this just as someone who is watching the game. I understand that they're the injuries and all that stuff they're thinking about, and these are human beings. It's not like they're gladiators out there to, just for our enjoyment. So no matter how they get hurt, I get it. But still, I do miss the gladiators.
that's why we got to get
I
with our
miss it.
buddy Dave. We got to get with our buddy Dave and actually watch some serious rugby. You know, rugby is where it's at,
Personal
folks.
foul, safe space violation, defense, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Oh my gosh, and that could lead to many other topics with that.
Yeah.
But I will tell you, it's
And Wes Cagle, I of the George Carleton School of Making Football Better, put random landmines on the field.
ooh, ooh, that's almost like the Running Man or Death Race
Sounds
2000
like a
level.
movie.
That could
Sounds
be
like a
interesting.
movie, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean that actually could be kind of interesting. So
I just think that they should put all the players and give them each a controller and then play NFL 2024 and so that they can never get hurt. So if they get tackled, it's okay.
Folks, I
I
tell you, this woman knows her stuff, and then wait till the sarcasm comes out.
It's been out, man. And Sutting says the safest place to be on the ice with me is in the penalty box.
Hey, there you go. That's the spirit. That's the attitude. That's the competitive spirit of what it used to be like, what it should be like. I mean, look at the old '70s Steelers teams, the Pittsburgh Steelers, the LA Raiders, and stuff. I mean, it was dirty. Let's say it was dirty. It was dirty, but it was also hard hitting. There was a lot of stuff that went on. It was a whole different world in the world of sports back then. But
Yep.
all right. Well, we managed to go another 10 minutes. And folks, thank y'all for being here. See you at the Misses at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
Everybody have a great night, and we will catch you later. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Let's see how long it takes for this to end the stream, Mrs. Okay, I think now. Let's see. Bye.